Got one, guys. In this dirty water. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, this is a good fish, too. This is a good fish. Yes, sir, guys, on the OG Tiny 4. This is a Rapala balsa wood flat side. I am back out here at the lake in my parents' neighborhood, and it looks really weird right now. Check out this fish, guys. It's very washed out. This is probably a pound and a half, like a 14-incher. Look at the water though, guys. It's like 6 inches of viz, maybe a foot. This bass is very pale too because of that stain of the water. I don't know what caused it to get stained. It's kind of weird to see it like this, but hey, we tried the same lure that has worked here before back in the winter, and we got a fish to eat it. So been fishing for maybe 10-15 minutes, and we got a nice bass. All right, people, first fish of the day at the neighborhood lake, my parents' neighborhood lake. It's, like I said, very stained right now. Never seen it like this before, but we're still catching fish, so let's let this guy go. Thank you, buddy. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to Cross Country Bank Angler. Today I've got something a little bit different for you today. I'm just doing some bass fishing in this video. So this is some footage I shot a while ago. I was back visiting my parents, fishing that neighborhood pond. I've shot a few videos there before if you've watched any of my earlier ones. Doing some bass fishing. It's usually a good spot for bass, but the lake had changed pretty drastically from how it normally is. It was like nothing I'd ever seen out there before. Normally this lake has it's fairly clear water in this lake. I would say 2 to 3 feet of visibility is pretty typical for that lake. This time when I went there, it was very murky. I'm not entirely sure what was going on. It was kind of like a greenish, cloudy color to the water. Maybe 6 inches to a foot of visibility at best, I would say. I was kind of worried about the fishing. I'm not necessarily intimidated by dirty water, but for such a drastic change to kind of occur at that lake, I was kind of worried that I was going to have some trouble catching fish. I'm not going to say much else about it, but I'm just going to run the footage, and I think you'll see for yourself what happened. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel. I'd love some more feedback as well. Leave a like, leave a comment, share the video. Let me know what you think. Any suggestions that you guys might have for some future content. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this footage. All right, guys, here's that Ott's Garage again. Had some good luck on this back in the winter at this lake when the water was crystal clear, and now it's really dirty, and it seems like it's still working. But it's a pretty bright color, this brim. I think that's what the pattern's called, brim. Hopefully that was the first of a few. It wasn't just like a random catch. It seemed like he wanted it pretty good, so I think if we just cover some water, should be able to find a few. If it seems like this isn't working, we may try like a noisier crankbait, something with a rattle, vibrates a little harder, to help these fish find it. But we're just kind of seeing what we can do out here today. Just got a few hours to fish out here. It's early May here. Spring is well past sprung at this point. Could be some fish in here spawning, but we wouldn't see them just because of how muddy it is. Kind of hitting a spot on the lake where I don't fish very much, so we'll probably just make a few more casts here before we kind of go to keep moving. Like I said, I kind of want to cover some water, make good use of the time. Wow, wow. He smashed it at our feet, guys. Dude, they are crushing it. Ooh, hold on, fish. Look how he ate it, guys. Got that first treble, 2 points. Smashed it. Smashed this bait. It's becoming one of my favorite cranks, for sure, guys. Definitely one of my favorites. Look at that. All right, guys, fish number 2. Pretty similar to the last one. This is like the standard size here, which is not bad. You know, the average here is like 13 and 14 inches. And there's definitely a few bigger ones mixed in. Kind of another washed out fish with this dirty water. Thank you, buddy. All right, guys, fish number 2. Pretty little washed out bass here in this dirty water. The flat side is working. See you, buddy. We've already caught 2 bass. Seen some grass carp kind of sunning themselves as well. They definitely stocked a few grass carp a year or 2 ago to kind of help with the weeds. I'm honestly a little surprised that the same lure is working. This time of year, with the water being so different right now, you know, being so dirty, like I said, it might be helping us. The dirty water, you know, it kind of can make the fish a little less, you know, less able to inspect the lure. Gonna cover this little cove here. He smoked it. This fish was sitting right on the bank, guys. I saw him smack it. I saw the flash and everything. These bass are going crazy, guys. Whoa, hold on, fish. Stop. Just a second, buddy. We'll get you free. Ah! Too many treble hooks swinging around here for all that. All right, sir. You're just gonna have to trust me. All right, not as big as the other ones. This is like an 11 or 12 incher. He was definitely just hiding along the bank. And I just saw him come out and slam the lure. All right, people. Bass number 3. the crankbait is getting it done right now. I'm actually shocked. Like I said, the conditions are just so different at this lake, but the same lure is still working. All right, guys, so I got my BFS set up here using the old Zephyr, the Cast King Zephyr, and this Daiwa Crossfire CS rod. I'm going to try to talk about this more in a future video. This rod, it's kind of like it's a light power rod, moderate fast action, like a 6'8", 6'6" in that range. Really like it so far. Got a long cork handle on it, so I think of it as more of like a bass rod versus like a creek stream rod. And I'm tossing this little Thomas Whirlfish in the brass finish. I can avoid getting it snagged. It's a 1/6 ounce. It casts super well, super easily on this outfit. So here we go. Here we go. Oh man. He smashed it, guys. He smashed it. Look at that, that lure's gone down his gullet. Thankfully he's not hooked too deeply. I think we're gonna be able to get him out, but geez, he smacked it. All right, guys, that's another good one. Ooh, he's got a laceration on his, near his tail there. That's probably from one of the cormorants that I've seen out here. They'll prey on these bass sometimes, or just kill them. Sometimes they'll just kill fish, and then they're too big for them to eat. But they, those cormorants can eat surprisingly large fish, even adult bass. So, but this is a nice one, guys. This might be the biggest of the day. I most certainly hasn't seen that whirlfish before. It's a unique lure that is not in a lot of people's arsenals. So, all right, guys, bass number 5 officially. This one definitely counts. It wasn't snagged or anything, so pretty fish here. Gonna get a quick picture of him. Thank you, fish.
Well, are you catching anything?
Yes, the bass are biting pretty good. I've caught 5 so far.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Any size to them?
Biggest is maybe 14 inches or so. So there's a couple of good ones in here.
They're growing. That's for sure. I can't believe how murky the water looks. I guess
yeah.
Pollen on them.
I've never seen it look like this, actually.
I haven't either, and it just started looking like this yesterday, I think.
Yeah, it does look weird. I thought it was going to mess up the fishing, but it hasn't. So
I don't know if it's pollen or what.
Yeah.
How about the grass? Are you getting much grass when you...
There's definitely some in here. I've seen a lot of the grass carp. I guess they stocked them in here.
Yeah, we put about 50 of them in last year.
Okay.
Hopefully take care of the grass, because it was getting so bad that when you
right, you couldn't really cast much. Yeah.
All you were getting was grass on it. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it hasn't been too bad so far.
Well, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Filming your action now?
Yeah. I have a YouTube channel.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called Cross Country Bank Angler if you want to check it out.
Okay. Well, good for you.
I've been cranking.
Yeah, I'm doing a little cranking too. I've caught some cranking.
Yeah.
Absolutely killing the wacky rig.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. They're tight on the bank and on cover. I've caught a few out of it. I've caught 11 been here. maybe an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been pretty good. I've caught 5 so far.
Yeah, I overheard. I figured that guy was going to want to talk to me as well. But the reason the water is the color it is because of all the carp that they put in. He's right. They had to do something. I mean, you know, the bass love the grass, but it was getting to where you couldn't even run a trolling motor in here.
Yeah, so they putting something in here to murk it up?
They put a bunch, I think they put maybe 50 in here last year, and I'm sure they're working that grass, eating it.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen it this color either.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, I mean, it hasn't rained, well, at my house in over a week.
Yeah, that's part of it too, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sure it's the carp working that grass and eating it. And
yeah, I've seen a lot of the carp just kind of basking over here.
I have too.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck. I'm going to let you have this little stretch.
Yeah, well, same to you.
Hey, what was your YouTube channel again?
Oh, it's called Cross Country Bank Angler.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out.
I'll try. Cross Country Bank Angler.
I'll say the condition of these fish right now is not like great. A lot of them are kind of skinny. Could be some of them are kind of in that sort of spawned out state, like they've just finished the spawn, so they're kind of skinny. Could also be that these fish are having a little trouble finding forage in this murky water condition. Dude, they're murdering this thing. Look at that, guys. We're on what, 8 fish now? If we count all the little ones. They are mauling this thing. And this is right when we get back to kind of one of the areas where I feel like we're more likely to catch fish. You know, a place where I usually like to hit this lake. Not a very big one. Let's go. They are really wanting it on the paws, guys. Every hit is coming after I do something to kind of break up the cadence. Here we go, guys. That's another good one. Nice silvery fish here. Wow, they love this lure. I think I'm gonna make a little, you know, just talk a little bit more about this lure and why it's so great, guys. All right, guys, I think this is like our 8th or 9th bass. The crankbait has been killing it today. That Rapala OG Tiny 4. It's a really nice lure, guys. Let me send this fish back. Another good one. Beautiful fish. Alright guys, so we lost the Tiny 4. So I replaced it with this square bill here. This is a Bomber Square A. I think this color's called Oxbow Blue and Chartreuse. This one does have a little rattle. And my dad has caught some on this model of lure, not this color. So that's giving me some hope that this thing could still work. And that guy said he caught some cranking, so There we go, guys. Cast it along the log. Casting along the log. Oh, on the bomber. Kind of not huge, but not small, like a 12-incher right there. It's like what, 9th fish, 10th fish? All right, people. Here's another bass on the bomber crankbait this time after we lost the Tiny 4. See you, buddy. There's a fish, guys. Sounds like a good one. Yes, sir. Nice, guys. On the chatterbait. That guy said, wish I had a chatterbait. And I switched to it. And we got a fish. It's a good one to end on, guys. It's one of the big ones of the day. Nice and healthy looking. You know, not chunky, but not skinny. All right, guys, last bass of the day on a chatterbait. First time catching a fish from this lake on a chatterbait. So pretty cool. It's a way to end it off here. Just making my last couple of casts before I went to the car. Thank you, buddy.